afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and we're in the garden. And I've just brought you in the garden because this is the bench where the Dendrobiums are sitting. And I did have them over on the potting table yesterday, but we're due for another big storm tonight. And I thought, well, I'll bring them and put them over here. They've all got ballast, so they won't blow over. And this is the macrophyllum. If you remember that one, I've had to virtually cut all the roots off, and that just hung in the orchid room. But I've thought, oh well, you know, the other Dendrobiums are out, so I've put it in this container with a little bit of decorative gravel as some ballast at the bottom. And hopefully now, when it rains, this one will enjoy that as well. And this is the, if I just lift this one out here, because this is one that, this is the Chrysotoxum that Roger thought he'd bought. And let me just turn this round. This is the one there that's got the two new growths, and that's a piece of card bringing that growth out here, and that's the other new growth there. So that's the Chrysotoxum, and it's got this big cane here, so I would class it as a medium-sized plant. It's just at the moment inside another pot, just to give it stability while it's outside, because once the winds get up, I don't want that blowing over. So we go on to these next two as the Cymbidiums. It's King Zip Red Splash, one of them, because that's got a label on. The other is Cymbidium Ellen, and this is Cymbidium Ellen as well. And that's got some, if you remember, that one was actually potted in this green container, and it was getting waterlogged at the bottom, but already you see it's now planted in lava rock, and it's sending out some nice new growths and new roots. This is the one I've just brought down from the orchid room, and this is the Gatton Sunray. And if you'll see there, I don't want to disturb it really, but that one just covering that nice new root up there, that is now potted. I've only lifted her out. It's partly in bark because I don't want to actually disturb the root ball it was in, and I've just packed around it in lava rock, and it's in that slightly deeper pot. But that won't come to any harm there at all. And that's the Dendrobium nobile, Spring Dreamer pollen. So I've brought that out as well. That's in an outer pot, just for stability. If we go down here now, this way. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. Actually, thinking about it, I actually broke this inside, and I pushed it back together, and it's appeared to be okay. But you see, I've just knocked it again now, and there it's just come away. I shall just have to either detach that now and put some cinnamon on. It is a cane that's flowered, so it is a spent cane, but it will actually feed these other two new growths, which of course aren't as big as that. I shall just have to keep my eye on things. And this one down here, now which is that one? I think that one, just bear with me a minute. Oh, that's the other part of the King Zip Red Splash. So that's a Cymbidium. And if I just go around this way here, and this big one here with these growths, that is the let's just see if I can bring it down a little bit closer. I never remember the names. and delicatum or delicatum. And if we lift this one out, of course this is a big specimen in its own right, this one is. It could sit on this table and it'd be perfectly alright here for the summer. So I may well do that. The only trouble is with this corner here, we are inclined to be getting quite a few snails at the moment. So let's just have a look where the new growths are. Let's just turn around. So that's one growth. It's shot up there like that. And these are the two original ones that have really grown out now. Look at that one and that one. I'm thinking I could really do with just training them to come back a little bit. And excuse the noise, but of course it's bank holiday weekend and people are visiting. And oh, there's that other new growth there, and look at the roots. So if I just pull back from that, you'll see now how big that plant is. Absolutely enormous. There we go. A beautiful plant. And this is the other big one. That's this is the gracillicol, and this is the one that's anchored down in lava rock. I'll take you around this way again. She's in another pot, and I've just had to put a cane there just to stop the pots wobbling. There we go. So that's fine. That's a huge big plant. I feel a bit more confident now that they're outside, and I've been reading on some of the Australian websites about the Dendrobiums, and they're quite hardy. They can actually tolerate our cold weather, and the native species can, of course, and as long as they don't get frost, they'll be all right out here all through summer. And this is, let's just take you to this one with that new growth down there, and this is the Dendrobium thiciflorum. And there we go. That one's still got green roots from the rain we had yesterday. I'm not so bothered about the rain. It's the wind. I don't want the wind to knock any of these over, because like I say, it is quite windy. And just tucked at the end here is the angraecum. I thought I'll bring that down, and hopefully, I was hoping we were going to get some rain this afternoon, but it's just, it went very black and just passed over. And that's part of the garden where our back fence is. And if I go around this way now, this is where the Dendrobiums, the Cymbidiums are. And there we go. I noticed on this one, I mean, these look a little bit worse for wear with the leaves. And oh dear, look at that one. Now, I don't know why that one's just broken off that pseudobulb there. That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? But then, is it this one? Let me just have a look. There's a new growth coming there. Can you see? So, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, not to worry. This is where these will stand on this old sewing machine table, and they'll stand here for the summer. With the weather that we have, whether it's scorching hot or cold now, they'll stay out here. That's that little one we had from Madeira. Unfortunately, that had fusarium, and I think maybe that's what's infected some of these others, but never mind. And if I back up here now, I'll just give you a quick I'm crunching under feet because of course I'm on the sled now. So I just back round here and you can see. There we go. The clouds are gathering and the garden's really filling up now. It's one of the maples. And if we just move along, these are some of the petunias that are flowering in the pots. We've got begonias coming through here, and I'll think about what they are in a minute. Nasturtiums. Certain things you just don't keep in mind. And oh, this is one of the maples that Keith's training. There's another one over there in the garden, and he's training as like it's like bonsai, but they're for adult trees, and I call them as though they're like a bird's nest. And he's cutting that. He did one last year. There's one the other side of the garden, and so this is the second year. What we have to do is make sure we keep these here clear, because you do get little ones that grow out on the side and you have to brush them off. And then that's the contorted hazel, the burgundy coloured one, and that's the nice umbrella tree, and that's doing really well this year. It's got its blossom on. So if I take you this way now, excuse the garden noise, sounds as though somebody's either out over in the car or cutting the grass. This is one of the Deutzias. It's a nice shrub, it has these lovely flowers on. And we've got another version. I think we might have an Elba version, but I don't know whether that's in flower yet. And let's take you this way around. That's of course another one of the aces or maples. And there we go. Actually, I can just feel a little tiny droplet of water. There's another one. We've actually been in the garden today, and we've had the table and chairs out, and we had a late, what you call English breakfast, egg bacon sausage. Very nice. That was the what's that one called? That's just, it's a tree, and we had it in one of the pots because it's not it's a horse chestnut, but it's not one that is, you know, a wild one. But last year we took it out of this tub here, and we've put it in the garden, and actually it's got some lovely flowers coming on it now. So I think that's really settled in there. I think this might be that other Deutzia. Let's just have a look. There we go. There. Maybe it wasn't an Elba one, I think it's a variegated one. So that's just started to come into flower. I'm just going to take you over to the big tub here, because one of the aces we've taken out today, I don't know, we thought it was the wind had got at it, but I wasn't too sure. So we've taken that out and we've put it in the garden over here, and I'll show you where that is. Everybody loves the Aqualegias, Granny's bonnet, or there's another name as well. But they're lovely. They don't last long. That's the other rhododendron that started off red, and then it turns to pale pink, and it turns to cream. So the garden's really filled out now. There's hardly any gaps for weeds, and this is of course the big mock orange. Oh, the perfume here is absolutely gorgeous. And what Keith done today, he's decided that the ceanothus, it had to go, he said. He got it strapped back, but he wasn't happy with it. So he's taken it out, and that allows that big ceanothus there, not the ceanothus. It'll come to me after this. It has the big yellow flowers on. It was the ceanothus that we took out, and you can see there it's got all the hypericum. There we go. It's got all the hypericum flowers there, and this is where I've moved that acer to, just under here, and hopefully now that will settle down in that soil. It's somebody over in the car. I do apologise if that noise is irritating. And of course that's the other big contorted hazel. And believe it or not, we do get hazelnuts on this. Anyway, just pan over here now. This is one of the jasmines over this arch here. That's a variegated elder at the top. That is one of the that'll come to me in a minute as well. That's the winter flowering one, and it has beautiful scented flowers. It'll come to me in a minute. But this one here, this is a jasmine, and it smells absolutely lovely, that one does. And we go over to this arch, the other side of this arch here, and although that isn't coming out yet, that's I think that's a white one or a cream one, something like that. I'll just take you to the gate, but I won't take you through it. And then, just to give you a little peek at the front, I don't know whether you can see that yucca there. We were very surprised yesterday because we looked at it and there's got 5 big flower spikes coming on, and which is very unusual. So if I just take you around here now, and now we're under the elder here. Sorry about that noise. And if I take you around this way and just step onto the garden here, there we go, that's a peony, another peony there. This is this grass here, it's like a gigantium grass, and that can grow many feet tall. There we go. I have to watch where I'm standing, of course, because cats love our garden because we've no pets. There we go. And of course that's the tree peony, which is not in flower anymore. And there's the side garden from this angle. There we go. That's that lovely nice big fern. And these are the hanging baskets just coming into bloom, as well as the troughs. And they've got begonias in the middle, these have. This is the one with these actually they came, and each plug has got 3 different flowers, and it's supposed to have one plug will actually fill a basket, but we didn't trust it, so we've put 3 in there. And there's the ones with the begonias. This is the lavender here, fully in bud. That'll be lovely, that one, when it comes out. And there's another fern and another little one there. And here we go again, all potted up now, so we can come out now and enjoy the garden. And during the summer months, these are lovely petunias. These colours together. There we go. And we're into the back garden again. It's a lovely time of year. And that over under the LD was the clematis. I tell you, my brain these days, I don't know where it goes to at times, but never mind. Oh, here's another trough of spare ones that we filled today. There we go, already tucked in down there. I don't know whether you'll see them. That's next year's wallflowers, and I've got to do the Sweet Williams tomorrow, but they're doing fine. Those are the auriculas, and these are some sunflower seeds. Oh, look at that, Keith's in there doing the ironing. I just, he's wonderful, he's wonderful. I'm out here doing a video, and there's Keith inside doing the ironing. That's a foxglove there. These where you can see poles sticking up, that's where I've got dahlias. Go. We'll just, if I can, just pan over here just to show you the iris round the pond, standing regal like they do. There we go. And this is where some of the tadpoles are. And of course those are the asters. That's the other clematis that comes through after the winter one's finished. And this is the back side of the pond area with all the candelabra primulas coming through there. And these are the astilbes, which will flower later. And back over here, there's the other one, which Keith is doing the little pom-poms on the top. And if we back up from this area, you'll see how tall that that is. That rhododendron's finished now there. Those are dahlias in the pot. That's a Rogeria or something like that. We've had to move that a couple of years back, and I think it's found its spot now. It absolutely loves it. And of course, we're back to where the Dendrobiums are. And we've got a bank holiday tomorrow, so we've got an extra day. That's Gertrude Jekyll, one of the roses we've got. This one's already started to flower, and I must tie some of these in. These are the dahlias potted up. So if I take you from this angle now, and if I pan round and step back, this is the other area round by the pond. And this is the big cirtle. So thank you for joining me, and have a good weekend, and if it's a bank holiday weekend where you are living, enjoy tomorrow. Even though we might have some thunderstorms, we'll still get some sunshine. Take care now. Bye bye.